Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. In this video we are going to be talking about why a man is not a financial plan. I have seen a lot of this new wife movement going around where men are the providers, women stay at home doing the traditional women's duties like laundry, dishes, whatnot, and they're being fully provided for by the husband. And I love this concept, don't get me wrong. I feel like it's so beautiful. The gender roles are so clearly defined. However, we have to talk also about the psychological aspect, which is that when a man or anybody in general is providing for you, it can be also your employer, it doesn't have to be a man, but your source of money kind of able to control you if you do not have another source of money. So if a man is providing you, let's say you decided that man is going to be your financial plan. If a man is providing for you, you're going to feel like you owe him something. And that can translate, for example, into you doing everything that he wants you to do, not being able to speak up because you don't want to make him angry and risk that he's going to stop providing for you. You cannot just do things your own way because you have to always ask him for permission. And I know that a lot of couples, it sounds, to a certain extent, it sounds good because like, if the man is not a bad person, why would you not want that, right? If he's not abusive, why would you not want it? And it's all beautiful, it's just the psychological aspect of it that you're going to feel like you owe him something. You owe him some extra services. But what if you don't want to do it? What if you are someone else, right? Like, what if you do not want to be dictated by your man who you want to be? In that case, I highly recommend for women to have their own source of income. Whether it's your own business, whether you have a job, anything that can get you by. Because if something happens with the man, if you have a disagreement, you will have some stability that you have built for yourself. Because if you have not done that, if you are fully dependent on your man, you have to follow, okay? You have to go by his word, even if you do not agree. And it doesn't have to be even in an abusive situation. It can be anything. It can be a simple situation that you just don't agree with, right? You want to have things your way. Well, if you are a man, if you're fully dependent on your man, you will have to follow. You don't have to follow. Actually, there is not so much danger if the man is a good person. However, from the psychology aspect, you're going to feel like you are owing him, okay? And this is why a man should never be your financial plan. Men can be a great addition to your already existing money. You don't have to make more than your man. You just have to make enough to get by in case something would happen. If you do not want to scale, if you don't want to build a career, if you just want to be a stay-at-home mom, that's great. You don't have to have a lot of money, but you should still have some of your own money so that you can take care of yourself should something go wrong. And especially also if you have children, should something go wrong, you know, like for example, he is going to treat the children the way you don't want them to be treated. You're going to have a disagreement about this. You need to have your own money to give you the sense of stability, give you the sense of independence on the side so that you can make decisions for yourself and for your children, and these decisions are not going to be clouded by the men providing for you, by the source of money that's coming from the man, okay? Because it works the same not just in the relationship like this, but also in the job. If you have ever had a job, you know, and your employer told you to do something, stay overtime or something, a lot of people don't know how to say no because they're like, I cannot upset my employer because then I might risk losing the job. And it's just so crazy to me because when you're fully dependent on your employer also, you have to obey him in a way. And this is the same thing that would happen with a man. So I really encourage you to diversify your money. It can be your man, it can be your job, it can be your business. You should never be fully dependent only on one source of income because that means that you don't have a saying, you just have to obey. And it's really upsetting me, especially not only in this type of relationships, but also in the jobs that women are not able to speak up for themselves, or even men, just because they have to obey. They have to suppress their emotions because they're like, I have to do this because my employer told me to. And if I don't do it, well, I might lose my job. And it was like that even with my own mother. when she was on her maternity leave with me, she had to ask them to free her from the job, right? To free her up from the job. And they did, of course, but ever since she got back, she was always anxious that this leave that she took to be home with me is going to affect her losing the job. Which never happened, of course, but there's the psychological aspect that she disobeyed, you know? She did something that that she shouldn't have done, in a way, right? Something that the employer was not, you know, it's not a perfect behavior by the employer. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you gained some value from it, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye!